Mail Day. Stick around to see what we get.
Unbox the universe.
Welcome back to Unbox the Universe. We have a special Mail Day episode. We haven't had one of these in a while, but there was a sale or two running, and so we put in some orders, and we're trying to build up stock for some of the different fandoms that we think that you're going to like, and that might very well become regular, like quarterly staples in our programming. So let's get into these and see what all we got. Oh, as I dropped it, we got 1, 2, 3, and this one seems like it's maybe a double or something like that. So we have maybe 4 different packages to get into. So let's go ahead and break into these and see what we get, and then you'll know, and I will as well, what all we've got to look forward to. This particular one is very well packaged. It's a nice sort of air mailer type of deal. And this is one that I'm very excited about. This is a Caillou Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts. And I think these have about a 2 yuan value. So not the highest. We've seen 1, 2, 5, and 10. 10's usually the really premium stuff. A lot of the My Little Pony cards are 10 yuan value. 5 is sort of a standard. We've seen a lot of that in My Little Pony as well. 2 are okay. We've seen that in like Reverse 1999, Minecraft, stuff like that. The 2 yuan is a decent card. And then every once in a while you'll get something that's actually kind of special, even out of a 2 yuan pack. 1 yuans are kind of like, you get those for the kids, right? I've seen Reverse 1999 1 yuan packs that, like, you get 3 cards in a pack and they're all 3 the same, duplicates. Now, if they were big hits, you would love that. But these particular ones, you'd like to have a little bit of variety. So it'll be interesting to get into that. The flyer that I looked at looked pretty good. It's a mixture of like the actors from the movies, and you get some classic Harry Potter as well as some Fantastic Beasts. But also there's like some like cartoon animated sort of cards in there as well from some of the scenes. So this will be interesting to get into when that time comes. And like I said, we would like to try to make to do like a Harry Potter unboxing of some sort, like maybe at least once a quarter. So it's sort of a new. We're sort of changing up our 2026 schedule and how we do things. And so here's our next package. And a lot of times when these are shipping from overseas and stuff like that, they bundle a bunch together and then send it as one parcel and stuff. So yeah. So a K-pop Demon Hunters. And it looks like maybe a 1 yuan value. So for the kids, I would say most likely is what these will be, but they should be interesting. K-pop Demon Hunters has become wildly popular here lately. As a matter of fact, I may have to have our resident expert, actually our resident brony, Declan Dan, but who has a family with young kids and has become more and more aware of K-pop Demon Hunters. So we'll probably have to have him on the channel when we get into some of these. I don't think that this is necessarily one of the ones that we're going to do quarterly, but we're definitely going to check these out a couple times a year, especially because they're so popular, and we want to sort of enjoy these while it's relevant. So that's number 2. Getting into number 3, and this one, as you can see, this box took a little bit of damage, but that's usually it's sort of a cosmetic to the box. Now, if you want to have a nice box, these are, it is what it is. These plastic things only only protect so much. And I think this may have been the first one, the Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts, first one I've seen in one of these little air things, and that was particularly good. I mean, like, this thing is nice and solid, protects it very well. But this is not to be confused with K-pop Demon Hunters, but this is the also very popular Demon Slayers. So, which I think has a, internationally, not necessarily here in the U.S. as much, but internationally has a pretty big following, has been around for a while. And so these, if you can see there, a 5 yuan value. So these would be, I would say, pretty decent cards when we get into these packs and stuff. Demon Slayer is one of those that's so popular. We're definitely going to do a couple of these a year, and it may eventually get into the, once a quarter sort of tier. I'm trying to remember what all we want to do once a quarter. Lorcana, because Lorcana releases quarterly, and we're a channel that loves Lorcana. So you're going to see Lorcana quarterly. Harry Potter, because it's so popular, we want to try to do that. Fortnite, I'm going to try to do that quarterly in some fashion. Probably not a big show, but maybe like a 4-pack opening, something like that, just to give everybody, we've got so many different fandoms that we enjoy, but so many different fandoms that you guys are asking for. So we want to try to make sure that we give everybody a little bit, and we do it not all the time so as to not burn everybody out, but to sprinkle it in there so it gives you something to look forward to, and it makes it something special. I'm trying to think of what else we're doing. I think quarterly we plan on doing either a Marvel or a DC, but something along those lines, and that's for Indy RPM as much as anybody else, because he is our resident sort of comic book superhero expert, and so that should really give him something to look forward to. I'm trying to think of what else. One Piece for sure. That's sort of now I'm not an expert, but I love One Piece. Really starting to grow on me, and so you'll see more and more One Piece unboxings. Partly because I handle a lot of the acquisitions and the scheduling, so that's just what we're going to see. And then I'm trying to remember what the 6th thing is. You'll also see on a quarterly basis, we'll try to do, actually more of like a monthly basis, we'll try to do a booster brawl of some sort, whether that's Pokemon or Minecraft or One Piece, Magic the Gathering, Lorcana. We'll try to do a booster brawl of some sort once a month. And we're planning on doing Unbox the Unknown, which is our reach into the grab bag and pull out a hot pack. That could be Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter, NASCAR, James Bond. It's just a variety of things, but the hot packs usually have something like a guaranteed hit. So it'll either be like an autograph card or a costume relic or something along those lines. Maybe on occasion like a 1-of-1 printing plate, something along those lines. But we don't know what it is. We don't even know what subject usually that we'll even be covering and stuff. So it's a total surprise, but it's a short little thing. It should be something interesting, so make sure to tune in for that. All right, so the last box in this shipment on this mail day video is, and you can't tell because it's got all these stickers on it, but this is a One Piece treasure chest. And I had seen a lot of people talking about this and stuff, and it looked interesting. And we were able to find one at a decent price, and so we thought, well, we'll just pick one up and go from there. Now, by this point, we're getting towards the end of January, and we've pretty much used up the year's budget already. But like I said, they were running a big sale, so we were able to pick up, just look at all these different fandoms. We got Harry Potter, One Piece, Demon Hunter, Demon Slayer. How can you go wrong with that? Like I said, we've got our mystery packs coming up, and we've got Lorcana that we're looking forward to, some Magic the Gathering stuff because of our great partnership with Galactic Games and Things, a wonderful local game shop in Olney, Illinois. They've been very kind and very generous to be a sponsor of the channel and a friend of the channel, and so we get our we get some cards from them on occasion, especially the Lorcana and the Magic the Gathering. So I'm very excited for that. So with that, I think I'm going to end this Mail Day episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed what we've opened, and again, you can kind of see, like, if you were to order these, and like I said, some of these, most of these, I think all of these actually, let me correct myself, all of these came from AliExpress. They were doing a big winter sale, and so we got these cards from there. You can kind of see the condition that they'll arrive in and the kind of packaging you can expect. And again, this was unexpected, but a very nice one. Very excited for this Caillou Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts box. Until next time, that's all I got. Happy collecting.
Unbox the universe. Let the cosmos roll. Rip that pack, drop that card, lose a little control. From the comics to the legends, every pull's a burst. Turn the whole room up when the stars come first. Unbox the universe. The universe. I'm proud of